Struggling to find time, the right idea, and even the courage to start, you are not alone. As a programmer with 9 to 5, I have been there and I have figured out a way to make it work. In this video, I will share a step-by-step blueprint to help you build your micro-saas working part-time on it and without quitting your job. This is the guide I wish I had when I started. Hi, I'm Winosha and I help part-time founder like you turn their ideas into profitable micro-saas businesses. If you ever felt stuck trying to figure out what to build, how to start, and even how to manage your time, this video is for you. By the end, you will have a clear roadmap to follow. No more guessing, no more overthinking. Step 1. Start with the problem, not the product. The biggest mistake I have made when building my first product, a directory for local Indian businesses, I started coding without validating the idea, the problem that I was trying to solve. Weeks of hard work, and when I launched, no one cared. Why? Because I built what I thought people needed, not what they actually wanted. How to avoid this mistake? One way to do that is to observe pain point in your daily life or at work. Ask questions like, what task do I hate doing? Or what problems slow down my workflow? For example, take Remy AI. It solved a universal problem: sleep and health optimization. The founder likely started with the problem and created a tool that fit seamlessly into people's life. Another example is me.bot, is a micro SaaS that solve a clear problem, keeping track of ideas and memories. The creator didn't guess, he listened to users and built exactly what they needed. Let's dive into some ways to find problems. You can study online forum like Reddit. Reddit has many community related to SaaS, entrepreneurship, startup, and related to different topic that you may be interested in. In those forums, people share the problem that they are facing, challenges that they are having in their day-to-day life. You can pick some idea from there and start validating. You can also talk to your colleague what annoys them. What tool do they wish existed? Let's go to the step number 2. Validate early and often. Validation is everything. Before you build, you need to answer 3 key questions. Does this problem exist? Are people actively searching for a solution? And would they pay for a product like mine? Here's an actionable advice. Create a simple landing page using card. Include a headline that clearly state the problem your product solve. Share it on LinkedIn or Reddit and ask for feedback. When Mark Lau created a simple poll, he validated it by sharing a basic prototype with Slack users. Their immediate interest confirmed the demand for his idea. Drop a comment below if you would like me to review your landing page or share tips on validation. Let's go to the step number 3. Step number 3, build an MVP, minimum viable product. Your MVP isn't supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to work. Focus on one feature that solves the main problem. Use no-code tool like Bubble, Webflow, or Glide if you're not ready to code. You can also use AI code editor like Bolt.new, Cursor AI, Lovable. There are a ton of code editor that can make your MVP faster. Pick one feature to build, test, and refine. You can also use pre-built templates and boilerplates. Also, platform like Bubble and Card have template to help you start even faster. Next step, iterate based on the feedback. Once your MVP is live, the real work begins. Listening to users, improving your product. This is where progress truly happens. Here are some actionable steps. Set up a feedback loop using tools like Typeform, Google Form, Slack group. Collect the feedback and prioritize them and incrementally update your product based on what users actually need, not what you assume. Card growth came from listening to its user and slowly adding features they wanted the most. Master your time management. One of the biggest challenge part-time founders face is time. Balancing a 9 to 5 and a side project is challenging but absolutely doable with disciplined time management. And you will find you don't really need as much time as you think. Here are a few tips that you can use. Number one, block 1 to 2 hour daily for focused time. If you don't have 1 to 2 hour, start with 30 minutes. Mornings are often the best time, especially if you have family or kids or other responsibilities. These uninterrupted hours can be your superpower. Also, weekends are your gold mines. I spend Friday evening and Saturday with my family, but Sunday is dedicated to working on my startup, connecting with other founders, and creating content. Next, use tools like Trello, Notions. Tools like Trello, Notion help you organize your tasks and track progress. Use Kanban board to categorize tasks into to-do, in progress, and done. Keep a running list of a small task you can tackle during short breaks. And this is huge. We always try to find a larger chunk of time, but if you have a simple notebook and a simple task list, you can scratch many items in short breaks. Plan ahead each night. Spend 5 minutes each night planning your top 3 priorities for the next day. This eliminates decision fatigue and let you start your work immediately as soon as you wake up. Otherwise, you will wake up early and then you will spend next 15-30 minutes just to decide what to work on. But if you have decided that a day prior, then you can immediately start working on your top item as soon as you wake up. I wake up at 4:30 a.m. every single day and I work on my personal projects, my content before my day job and before my family wakes up. It's not easy, but once you have the habit, it happens on autopilot. And those uninterrupted hours are where real progress happens. If morning are not your thing, block time in evening or weekends or night, but make it happen. Spend some time daily, even if it is 15 to 30 minutes a day. Think of your time as a limited resource. Every minute spent on low value tasks is a minute you can get back. Focus on what is important. There's a famous quote, a small daily improvement lead to stunning results. If you just spend 30 minutes a day and couple of hours during the weekend, you can easily put 40 to 60 hours in a month, which will be enough to make progress on your idea and create momentum. While on this topic, let's talk about quarterly plan and a 90-day goal. Building a SaaS while working a full-time job can feel overwhelming, but the key is to break it into manageable chunk. Start with a 90-day quarterly goal. Why 90-day work? A quarter is short enough to stay focused, but long enough to make real progress. It gives you a clear finish line while avoiding burnout. A sample 90-day plan. Your 90-day plan could be week 1 to 4 is where you are spending time to find idea, 15-minute daily to brainstorming, list problem you encounter in your job, inefficiency in your workflow, or repetitive tasks that you can automate. Explore online forums, communities, Reddit, LinkedIn groups to find common pain points in your niche. Talk to your colleague, ask them what frustrates them, the most at work. Sometimes the best idea come from conversations. And then week 5 to 8 could be validating your idea, creating a landing page. You can use tools like Card, Tele, and Google Forms to design a simple landing page, including a headline, a description of the problem that you're solving, a call to action like join the waitlist, and then share your landing page in relevant communities. Post it on LinkedIn, Slack channels, or Reddit groups where your target audience hangs out. Track how many people sign up or respond positively. It's your first signal of interest. And then the final 9 to 12 week could be building your MVP using no code platform like Bubble or using AI code editor like cursor, bold, lovable. Focus on delivering one core feature that solves the problem and then iterate based on user feedback. If user asks for a specific tweak, prioritize those to align your MVP with their need. In 90 days, you can go from brainstorming to having a validated MVP ready for real users. Let's talk about some of the common challenges and how you can overcome them. Number one, finding time. Focused hour a week can move the needle, or just 5 focus hours a week may be enough to get you started. Consistency matter more than intensity. Short, regular block of time to stay on track every single day. Challenge number two, finding balance. Your 9 to 5 isn't a limitation, it's a safety net. Use your job as training for your entrepreneurial journey. Discipline, creativity under constraint, and financial stability are all assets you bring from your job. Challenge number three, fear of failure. Every failure is a step closer to success. When I launched my first product without validation, it flopped, but I learned valuable lessons that I still use today. Failure isn't the end, it's the feedback. The biggest mistake isn't failing, it's waiting too long to start. Challenge number four, marketing and sales. I'm highly introvert and sales and marketing is not my thing. So I hired a coach earlier this year to help me get over this fear. And my coach helped me understand that marketing and sales start with conversation. It's your genuine desire to understand other person's problem and providing a solution.
Now the goal is just to talk to people, to get confident and to get information.
You don't need to be a marketing expert to get started. Share your journey authentically in communities where your audience hangs out. For example, post about your process on LinkedIn or Twitter or Reddit. It's a great way to attract your first users. Now that you know the blueprint, it's time to take action. Start by identifying one problem you can solve today and commit to validating your idea this week. Subscribe for more step-by-step content like this, and do not forget to download my 0 to MVP guide. It's your ultimate resource to go from idea to launch. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.